Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marian Allen. If you are here for the first time, welcome. I do not know how you came across my channel, but I hope you enjoy the content, and if we are vibing, then make sure to subscribe and share the video. If you're a returning subscriber, I am so delighted that you're here. You're the reason why I keep doing this. Today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why you should visit Liberia. This video is particularly for people who have been out of Liberia for so long. That was me a couple of months ago. I probably should not be giving you advice because I was here for like 18 years before deciding to visit Liberia again. And thanks to my husband who encouraged me to. But this is specifically for people who have been out of the country for so long. 3 important reasons why you should visit Liberia. I'm not talking about moving to Liberia. I just said visit. Okay? So 1, for obvious reasons, it's your home. You should visit Liberia because Liberia is your home. Like, there is nowhere else you can call home other than where you were born, you know? And I know a lot of us have come to the diaspora. Life is good, we got great jobs, and we call this place home. But let's be frank with ourselves. It's not home. I don't care how much you want to make it home, it's going to be comfortable, but there is a different feeling when you hit the soil of which you were born. Absolutely different feeling, and I have been hearing this for a long time until I experienced it myself. It's quite different. You cannot compare it. In the US or the diaspora, I feel like we just do things to survive. We do things to just keep on going. There are so many people living out here that are just living from hand to mouth, just like people in Liberia are. But the difference is people in Liberia aren't, I mean, they got a roof over their heads, that they don't have to pay the amount of rent that we pay here, and nobody's kicking them out if they miss a month. The stress in the US is quite different than the stress in Africa, period. I don't care what you say. You might have to deal with the under constructed places. I mean, like some of the social issues, but there's a different kind of peace of mind, you know? It's different when you're working and you can see where your money is going compared to when you're working over here and you can't see where your money is going. That's quite different. So visit Liberia because Liberia is your home. You can make life out here, but it's not gonna be the same because this is not home. And it's gonna be really sad if you die and your children never get to reconnect to your birthplace. So you don't need to go live there, just reconnect with where you're from, and that would be good. So number 1, Liberia is your home. Go and visit. Number 2, the second reason why you should visit Liberia is because the longer you stay away, you lose touch. The longer you stay away, you lose your identity. Have you heard the saying, out of sight, out of mind? And absence make the heart grows fonder. You don't want to lose your identity. And I think that's the case with especially our children, because I'm sure a lot of us came here when we were young adults, and somehow we've been able to remember like where we came from, etc., etc. But for our kids that we're having in the diaspora, very few of them are proud to be connected to Liberia or want to even be identified with Liberia, and that is our home country, you know. Yes, they're Americans because they were born here, but yes, they are descendants of Liberians, and they need to be proud of that and connected to that. But for we who came much younger, there is a sense of lost identity. We want to be Black Americans, we want to be everything other than Liberians, and that is sad. We need to be able to connect with where we're from and identify with who we are and maintain that identity. When I came to the US, I had a brother already in the US, and when I called him and said, "Hey, I'm here," one thing he told me that stuck with me, he said, "Whatever you do in this country, do not forget who you are. Do not lose your identity." That was what he said. He said, "Do not lose your identity. Sooner or later, you're gonna start speaking like American. It would be difficult for people to know like your complexion would change. It would be pretty difficult for people to know where you're from, because you may lose all of your accent. But remember to like try to maintain your accent, and don't lose it all. Make sure you can speak like a Liberian when you want to, you know?" And that really stuck out to me. At 16 years old, my older brother is telling me, "Do not lose your identity," and that meant a lot. He has not been to Liberia yet, but since he came, I'm working on that. But that's the same advice I guess I would give to you who are watching and have been away for so long. You will realize that you tend to lose your identity. The way we dress, the way we speak, the things we do. We've gotten so accustomed to the West and the white man's way that we forget how Liberians are, you know? Like, I enjoy wearing my Ankara. We don't call that Ankara in Liberia. We just call them African prints. But I enjoy wearing them, and I enjoy being connected. That helps me be connected. And whenever I wear this, I know we had a street fair like a year ago, and I took my kids out there. And I wore my African skirt with a t-shirt tied up, and I had like the little head tie, made a bow or something. And almost everyone stopped me to tell me they love my skirt and they love my outfit. My kids were so embarrassed. They were like, "We are the center of attention, Mom. I'm so embarrassed." And I'm like, "You better start getting used to that." I'm like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's different. They love different. And I'm glad that I'm different. I'm standing out. And I'm an introvert. So I don't like attention being called to me. But for that moment, I was proud that people noticed. And I did not mind being the center of attention because of what I was wearing. And what I was wearing was Afro, LIB in the house. So I was really proud of that. Even if you've tried to maintain your identity, you still need to be able to reconnect with the soil so that when you get back, it's a completely different feeling. Like I'm telling you, you feel a lot more connected than the time that you've been here. So make sure you're visiting. Number one, because it's your home. Number two, the longer you stay away, you're gonna lose your identity. You do not want to do that, because out here in the West, we are judged by who people think we are. And most times when we try to be African Americans, or we try to be all the other people other than ourselves, we get stereotyped and we get placed in the same categories that other people are placed in. And I realized that the more African I am, I gain more respect than just being Black, you know? There is something about, that's a whole other topic, but there is something about people in the West giving Africans more respect than other Black groups, minority groups. So make sure you're maintaining your identity. And the third reason why you should visit Liberia, if you've been away for so long, is that you need to assess the opportunities in Liberia. Do not listen to what people are telling you. There are some people who just don't have the mind to progress. They do not see opportunities. They do not see solutions. When they see a problem, all they see is a problem. There is nothing that comes to mind to help them solve that problem. So those type of people will always tell you the impossibilities, you know, like, "Oh, it's not gonna work. There is nothing that can happen over there," and blah, blah, blah. I get that a lot. But if you are a positive minded person and you're optimistic, if you see a problem, you're gonna instantly know that there is a solution. And for a person like me, whenever I see a problem, I get really excited because that's an opportunity for me to create a solution. So go assess the opportunities. I can tell you there are many, and I'm going to be talking about some of them here on the channel. So if you are interested in that and you like the content so far, make sure you subscribe and stick around, because I have so much more to offer you and so much more value to provide you. So yes, go and assess the possibilities. You don't need to do what other people have tried or what other people are doing. You can create your own thing. You can do something, but you will never know what's possible until you go on the ground and you talk with people, the locals on the ground. So number one, number one, Liberia is your home. You need to visit. Number two, the longer you're away, you lose your identity, and you need to hold on to that, because that's what sets you apart from the world. And number three, you need to go and assess. Go and assess for yourself. Don't just listen to what we're telling you on here. You need to go find out what you can do in Liberia and what you can assist other people to do. Your expertise is needed, and sitting out here ain't gonna help, ain't gonna build Liberia, and we would just sit waiting for it to get better, and our children also will be waiting for us to make it better. So we all need to go and visit, and let me know if you actually visit Liberia this year, or at least if you're planning to. But definitely it's something you want to do this 2021 or 2022 coming up. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the content, and I will see you in the next video.